So lately, I had to set up a couple guitars where they had locking tuners on, but they were also wrapped. Now, with locking tuners, you do not have to wrap them. So, if you're new to locking tuners, or if you're thinking about upgrading to locking tuners, or getting a guitar with locking tuners on it, then I'm going to go ahead and restring the sire with the locking tuners, and show you how to properly do that. One of the main reasons why we use locking tuners is for stability. Okay, when you lock the string down, you don't have to stretch it as much, because when you do multiple wraps on the tuning peg, it's not very tight until you pull on it a little bit and stretch it out. And so that's where you have to spend a little bit more time stretching out the string and getting it to where it'll stay in tune. When you lock it, it stays put, and so as you tighten the string, it stretches it at the same time. Also, it's for the speed of being able to change your strings fast, because you don't have to do multiple wraps, because you don't have to do those different things. It's a lot faster to change a string out with locking tuners than it is with your normal tuners. This guitar has the Spursel type locking tuners on it, which has the little thumb screw in the back. They also make a self-locking tuner. Gotah makes them, and they fit them on some of their vintage looking locking tuners, and with those are a little different. You don't tighten them down, they end up tightening themselves down. So let's just get this thing restrung with these locking tuners, and if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to leave them down below. I would be happy to answer them in a timely manner. Like, subscribe, share if you got any value from this, and yeah, let's get after it. So the first thing you want to do is loosen up all the thumb screws on the back side of it. Most of the time the string will fall out because they're not wrapped. So, but if they don't, then you can always just loosen up what you need to. I never cut my strings under tension, just because you just never know. One of the strings could pop out or whatever. So I always just take a little bit of tension off of there and then do that. Now, when I go to restring a through body guitar like this one, you have to put the strings through the body. I always put the strings in first. I do all 6 strings first, and then I will attach them to the tuning pegs. This way you're not moving the guitar around a whole lot, and you know, it's just easier and faster to do it this way. The next thing I'll do is align each hole pointed toward the nut of the guitar, sort of like this right here. That way when you pull the tension, it's nice and even, and it's really good. So then we're gonna feed the string through the hole, tighten up that thumb screw on the back side of it, and then I give the string a little bend. So I just bend it up and snug it up a little bit, and then move on to the next one. I do that with all 6 strings. So same thing, you know, if the hole is a little unaligned, you can always just straighten it out. But you see, the reason why is because when you go to tune, it's going to pull that string a little bit, and that's how you want to do it. So now that we've got all the strings ran through, I just snug up the thumb screws again. I just sort of run through it real quick and do that. And then I get ready to trim off the excess string. I sort of take the dikes and point them down toward the headstock and trim it off like that. So now it's time to tune the guitar. After I tune it, I will stretch the strings out a little bit, just give them a little bit of a snug pull there, and that tightens everything up. And then I retune the guitar, and you're good to go. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave it down below. I will do my best to answer it in the fastest way possible. And yeah, that's it. I appreciate you all watching the video, and we will talk to you on the next one.